To start paper macheing your pig, you're going to need to cover the surface of your table, maybe with a brown paper bag cut open, because you need to protect it from the glue. This is going to get a little bit messy. You're going to need your glue, something to put your glue and water in. An old toothbrush really helps. Just a little bit of water, your pig, and the paper that you're going to be using. If you got this art packet, the last 3 pages are blank sheets of paper that I said to use for your pig. So here's how we'll do this. We'll peel off one of these papers. And so you're going to be tearing this paper up and gluing it to your pig. The reason we have to put paper on your pig is that you can't paint a plastic bottle. The paint will chip off. So we need to cover it with paper, and you can paint or draw on paper and it will stick. So the first thing you'll do is open your glue. You can either squirt it out of the nozzle. I'm gonna just pour it like this. And you don't need a whole lot of glue, just a little bit. And then you're gonna add a little bit of water, just about half and half, and stir it up with your toothbrush, like that. It really doesn't matter how much or how little water and glue you have. As long as you water down the glue some, it's gonna make it easier. Now we're going to tear up your paper. And so you need to tear your paper into little pieces because we're going to be paper macheing your pig with it. All right, we'll just start off with a few pieces like this, and I'll show you how to do it. Now, you're going to be paper macheing your pig's tummy and legs, and so you need to lay your pig on its side. And then you're going to put some glue on the masking tape that's holding the legs on first. And then put a piece of paper, and then put some more glue over it. I can go on silent. And then you're going to put some more glue on. And then you're going to put another piece of paper so it overlaps your first piece of paper. And then smooth it down with a little more glue. Now, it doesn't have to be too goopy, but you see I've already spilled some glue on my table. So this is why you need to cover your table with some paper. So you're going to just keep going on around your pig's leg by putting some glue, and then putting a piece of paper overlapping the other papers that are there and smoothing it down with your brush. After a while, you get so much glue on your pig that you really don't need to do a lot of dipping into. This will keep the glue off of your hands. So if you don't like putting your hands in something sticky, your hands are going to get some glue on them. Now, if some of the paper won't stick down, just lift it up and put a little more glue under it and smooth it down. You can also smooth this down with your fingers. So once you go all the way around your pig's leg, like this, you can start going up the pig's leg. See, I've gone almost all the way around. Now we're going to start doing the tube. And so I'm going to put some glue on the tube and then rub it down with my toothbrush. See why it's a good idea to have a toothbrush? Because the toothbrush really smooths that down. And then just some more glue, some more paper. Now, some people might ask at this point, can you dip your paper in the glue? Yeah, if you want to do it that way instead and rub it down that way, but you don't want to get this thing all drippy, gluey all over the place. So it's anything that works for you. And you don't want to have any gaps. So I'm going to tear up some more paper. You don't want to have any gaps in between your paper. You want to overlap it so you can't see any of the toilet paper too. The paper can be a little bit wrinkly, that's okay. But you want to cover all of the masking tape and all of the cardboard tube all the way up the leg, like so. We can stop filming. All right, so I've done all 4 legs now and the tummy. So check over your pig to see if there's any spots that you've missed. And now it's time to put your pig aside to let it dry. And so if you can prop it up so that the legs stay up in the air like that, prop it up against something, for example, that, and let it dry, that's a really good thing. For cleaning up, you're going to be taking the lid off your glue. You might have to have an adult help you do that. Any extra glue you have, pour it back in. You don't want to waste any of this nice watered down glue. And then you're going to wash out your cup and wash out your toothbrush, because if you let that dry, it'll get stiff and hard and you won't be able to use it. And of course, wash your hands. So that's the first step. You'll need to let this dry at least for a few hours or maybe even overnight.